If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We are back with another show for y'all. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your families is doing great. I hope everybody's in great health, walking around, great energy, getting to the money, getting to the chicken. You know, we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. My GMS fam, go ahead, hit that like on the way in, tap into the live chat, let me know you are tuning in. Shout out your city, if you will. I see you, J.R. Miller. I see you, King Lukey. I see you, Vale. I see y'all, GMS fam. Let's make this shit happen today. We got some things to discuss. It got a little wild last night, man. One of Floyd Mayweather's many exhibition excursion adventures as a retired boxer. He went up against John Gotti III. Is that who it was? John Gotti III? Is that who he faced off against? Yeah, things got a little ugly. Now, if you didn't watch the fight, there was a lot of times, there were many times when Floyd decided he was just going to play around with this kid and mess with him, and pretty much just never respected him in the first place. He just kind of toyed around with him, you know, practice. It was practice. It was a little sparring practice. It was like the type of shit Floyd would do before actually partaking in a professional boxing match. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything entertaining of the sort until the very end of that boxing match. Now, what happened was the ref stopped the fight, and many people actually kind of wondered why he stopped the fight, because it wasn't that he was getting beat on so bad that he couldn't go anymore. It was weird that the ref was stopping the fight. And then as you actually see how the fight progressed and everything that they were doing, didn't seem like John was too much of a listener when it came to obeying the rules, when it came to, you know, the match. And when the ref was telling him certain things, he wasn't trying to pay attention to it. And as you can see, that's how it ultimately ended up when the ref tried to call a fight. And he was like, no, I'm not done, and tried to go up and continue fighting. Now, what happened was my guy, thought he was somebody he wasn't. And I'm pretty sure he felt like, oh, I got the Gotti name and I gotta show up for my family. I gotta show up for them. I gotta do what I gotta do. And this is how it ended up.
They can't stop it, bro. That's it.
A melee ensued. The money team hounded the ring as they should have. You know, I see a lot of people that was like, why did they get in the ring? Why did they had to protect the money? You are the money team. You are supposed to protect the money. As long as Floyd is not fighting for money, you must protect the bag. And thank God for a team like that. You know what I'm saying? They hopped right on it. They didn't give a fuck. Now, all this happened because of what that man sparked off. If he didn't try to run up and do the extra shit, none of that would have happened. You know, it's crazy. I see that narrative a lot. And I know people don't want to bring race into everything, but I'll tell you why race plays a part in this as well in a second. But it's always somebody that starts some shit, and because black people finish it tenfold down, all on every cylinder, motherfuckers crash in and crash the fuck out. Then motherfuckers get, oh, why did they do that? Oh my God, they're crazy. Oh, these you can't have nothing. I was seeing niggas, you know, I was seeing like Charlemagne talking about, oh, we can't have shit, man. Niggas always doing, bruh. If that man didn't do what he did, none of that would have happened in the ring. Now, as far as all that happened in the ring, I don't say race played a part in that. I just felt like dude was getting clowned and he knew he looked like a clown. So his ego, the machoism in him, the fact that he didn't want to look like a bitch made him do what he did, right? Now there are other angles. There's several angles of what happened, but after the match happened, a brawl ensued outside of the ring. There were people fighting outside of the ring. It was countless amounts of money team members and Gotti family members who were going back and forth, trading shots, trading blows, punching each other back and forth. Just a whole shit show. After the fact, you see, people like to go to the internet and say things. And one of those people that went to the internet to say things, and why I say race ended up playing a part in this, is because a Miss Nicolette Gotti, the daughter of John Gotti Jr., took to her Instagram page that is private. See, her dumb ass didn't know that somebody might have taken that and probably posted it, but she wrote, Floyd Mayweather, your daughter was ran through by an animal with 12 different baby mamas. Your little circus animal. You're all a pack of zoo animals. I swear on my kids, I'm coming for your daughter. It may be 2 years, 3 years from now, but I'm coming. And then she used the C word. Now, imagine your family member goes into a boxing match. They get beat. They don't follow the rules. They don't follow instructions. They think they can do whatever they want, probably because of their family name. And because it didn't go the way that he would like it to go, he went out of his way to try to attack dude after the fact. But it didn't end up well for him because a whole bunch of bodies entered that ring and stopped all of that. Now you have this weirdo going on the internet saying this type of shit, which, no surprise to me, these some Italian niggas, they clearly are some racist motherfuckers. Clearly. Oh, we lost to the black guy? Oh, no. We can't lose to the Molly. We can't lose to the chocolate monkey. We can't do that. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are mad. Then you got the internet talking about, oh, Floyd got beef. Floyd got beef with the Italian mob. Nigga, that name does not hold the same weight y'all think it did when that motherfucker John Gotti was here. It does not hold the same weight. It does not. Nobody is pressing buttons on nobody. Nobody is making things shake like that at all with that last name. If anything, the only reason anybody would be intimidated would be off the name. That's it. This ain't back in the day when motherfuckers could snap their fingers and something could happen to somebody that don't mean nothing to anybody. You don't think Floyd got hit of money? You don't think Floyd got enough bread to put something on your head? Y'all talking about beef with the Italian mob? Y'all better move the fuck around. Imagine being this pissed off because of a boxing match that niggas agreed to. Floyd didn't throw no cheap shots. Floyd didn't cheat. He didn't disrespect dude other than the fact that he was showing the dude that he couldn't be in the same ring as a GOAT. Think about that. That's another reason why I want Floyd to really stop doing these exhibition matches. Yeah, it's a quick, couple $1 million, you know what I'm saying? That's a nice little bag just to be in the ring for 15 minutes. But it's like at some point it's starting to bring down the legacy. It's starting to water it down. You cannot erase the accomplishments. You can't erase his record. You can't erase him being one of the best boxers of all time. But it puts a certain stain on your legacy when you put yourself in these situations where these people don't even deserve to be in the same building as you. These niggas getting bragging rights talking about they fought Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest of all time with an undefeated record. They just getting bragging rights at this point. There's really no purpose behind it. What is an exhibition match? Start training these other young niggas that's coming up under you and put them in the ring so that they can do their thing and you ain't got to be out here doing this shit 40 plus, almost 50, you know what I'm saying, trying to do this random exhibition shit and sending these motherfuckers out here. And I get it. They supposed to be on their shit. The security's supposed to be on their shit and do their thing. But once everything is taken care of, once all heads are cleared and everybody, and you got your person over here, they person is over there, niggas is supposed to disperse. See, where they fucked up at is that all that shit, all that testosterone, all those egos, and all the fact that you at a boxing event, and really deep down inside, everybody want to fight at a boxing event because they want to be able to be the motherfucker that knocks somebody out. They all had that feeling. They all had that energy. So it spilled outside the ring. And it shouldn't have got that far. If I'm Floyd, I'm going to applaud my guys for acting quick when the shit went down, but I'm going to be like, I'm going to chastise them because I'm like, yo, at this point, I'm walking back to the locker room by myself. I'm walking to the back by myself. If any of them niggas had a problem or they felt some type of way about what just happened, they could have got to me quickly because y'all still sitting up there in the ring trying to figure out who gonna hit who. If y'all niggas gonna protect me, nigga, protect me. We all supposed to be going to the back together. Y'all not supposed to be left out here to make a spectacle of this event. We got to move tighter than that. I got to tell my guys they got to move a lot tighter than that. Now, also, that wasn't the only thing that went down during that fight. Here's another angle, actually. I want to show y'all another angle of what happened. This is a fan's video of what took place. Look at this. Now, at this point, Floyd is getting out the ring. Look at this.
Oh, I caught that. Oh, I caught that. Oh. Oh, I got that on video.
Just random fights happening.
Hey, the money team not playing. Hey, Floyd pay niggas to knock niggas out, but damn.
He said Floyd pay niggas to knock niggas out. They weren't the only ones that got into a fight this night. First of all, yo, Jocelyn Hernandez. All right, let's just say this. Jocelyn Hernandez was at the Floyd fight last night. Make sure I put this down here real quick. don't want to make too much noise. Jocelyn Hernandez was at the Floyd fight last night and decided she was going to get into an altercation with a woman by the name of what was her name? Big Lex. Now I don't know what their beef is. I don't know what their problem is, but video surfaced of Jocelyn getting into it with one of her butch friends. I thought it was a nigga at first, and then when I seen him kick the girl, I was like, oh, that might be one of them type of chicks. But she got into it with some girl in the back. But I want y'all to see what this looks like, because I mean, y'all tell me, is this the booger sugar or is it not? Look at this. She just hitting people. She just, look at her face. She's a demon. Look at her. Look, hold on. Look at this. This is a demon. This is a demon. She wouldn't stop. She put that girl in a headlock. She was trying to take her life. At this point, she didn't even care. She was just slapping random people. Look. She was slapping everybody that was in her way. Just boom. Just smacked a random girl for no reason. Just smacking people. Then the girl that she smacked for no reason threw a drink on her, so now she took her targets to them. Look. What is wrong with this girl? What is wrong with this girl? This is who Zeus pays money to have reality shows. BET as well. I ain't forget about you, BET, for giving this girl a bag and putting her on TV. This bitch is a menace. Cocaine and the devil don't mix. All right? It never has. It never turned out to be the right decision to make. This person right here is a horrible human being. Big old booty, but a horrible human being. just a big old ass, but a big old ass crazy bitch. Now, Floyd responded to everything that went down. Floyd was like, look, man, I put on a show. I entertained. This is what the people came to see. You made another bag, made another thing go viral. We are here now. But I will tell you one thing. This better not spark no Italian versus black shit. Because I see where y'all going with this shit. I see what y'all doing on these sites. I see how y'all moving around. We not finna have no more race wars with anybody. I'm tired of that shit. I know what y'all be trying to do on a daily basis. All these people try to do is try to trigger black people on a daily, especially on Twitter. All it is people that want to see how bad they can trigger black people, and it works every single time. We, at this point, have to stop engaging with niggas on the internet, especially racist motherfuckers, because it does nothing. If we stop feeding these trolls and doing exactly and responding to them like they want us to, they'll run out of things to fucking do. Because it never, I'm telling you right now, it never translates into real life. None of these people are going to do this shit in real life. They're too afraid to do it in real life. It never translates in front of your face. It only happens on the internet, and 99.9% of the time is somebody without a profile picture. We have to stop letting these weak ass coward motherfuckers trigger us. You know what I'm saying? I like to respond sometimes just because I like making motherfuckers look stupid, or just because I like having fun with it, just to be witty. But at the same time, I don't take this shit to heart because I know that these are cowards. You have to know that these are bitch-made individuals. Every time they open their mouth, or every time they decide to post a tweet, just realize it is coming from bitch-made fingers. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, I got to bring something up because I see that people have been talking about some things that happened recently. Now, you know that DC, lost his DC Young Fly, lost his partner recently. Rest in peace to Miss Jackie O. There was some controversy, not only due to his speech, but some people found a clip from the most recent 5150 show of Corey speaking on DC Young Fly and sending his condolences, but also making a joke at the end. And people were saying that it was insensitive and that he didn't know how to read the room, or that he just, I don't know what they were trying to imply, but this is the clip that they were talking about.
I just want to say my condolences, man. DC Young Fly, man.
Straight up.
You know, he lost his mother, his children this past week. Yeah.
DC Young Fly, one of the realest motherfuckers I ever seen. Ain't never seen no fake shit out, my nigga. Always be 100. DC Young Fly.
That's terrible.
It ain't even nothing I could tell you right now. You know, I don't know exactly what all you got on your plate, but all I'm saying, look, bro, after all this bullshit heat down up off you, I'm gonna give you a call, man. Love you.
Yep.
Yeah, much
Our
respect,
condolences,
man.
for
man.
sure.
Much respect, dog.
Yeah.
That's one of the toughest things about entertainment is going through, shit
Some
like
public
that.
stuff that's really
Yeah.
hard. Yeah, you got to.
No, I mean, let me cut the bullshit. I wish my baby mama died.
Oh,
I mean, God damn. What the fuck I gotta do, bitch? What? Are you lying, nigga? The fuck? I'ma say it and don't mean it? I ain't that kind of nigga. My daughter mama is an ain't shit Maywood bitch.
Now, that was the clip that was circulating on Twitter. As you can see, it's gotten about 7,000 likes and a lot of quoted retweets and other retweets of sorts. And people were saying that, it was insensitive, but clearly these are individuals who may not pay attention to the type of comedy that Corey does, or possibly have never really watched the 5150 show at all, to know that this is the type of humor that kind of happens on the show. And also, it's a testament to how narratives can start about certain people, and how if people don't have context or really understand or know the individual or watch the individual or a fan of the individual, it's easy to paint a picture about them or put them in a certain light just based off a clip. And we live in a society where just a clip will make somebody form an entire opinion about somebody, instead of seeing the clip and being like, I wonder what this person be talking about, or I wonder where this comes from, and trying to find all the context around it. See, that's another thing that comes from, these platforms, like all the other platforms that may even report on the situations, me included. My intentions are to always have people go to the source and hear it all for themselves in full context. It's never to spread a narrative or to try to make it seem like a person is this type of way when they're not, or just to have clickbait, or just to have, the views or the numbers. It's always to report about something that's going on and then have people move to that platform to see what's being said, or to get things in full context. A lot of people lack context and don't give a damn, because spreading that narrative is more important, or getting those retweets or those likes are more important than actually giving the full aspect of the full spectrum of things. So, and even then, that's kind of how the thing sparked with the most recent stuff that's going on between Corey and the JBP, and not necessarily Joe Budden, because Joe has not entered this back and forth at all. Really, it's just, Shampoo and Queens flip, and it getting to a point where, it hasn't got crazy disrespectful, but as more things are said, you never know what the next thing could be. And Corey was a guest on the on Yuck Mouth's podcast recently, where he talked about a situation. Now, he talked about the Travis Rudolph situation, him and Yuck did. And if y'all don't know about Travis Rudolph, he was an ex-NFL player who was set up by his girlfriend to get killed, but it did not turn out that way, because when the girl's brother and his friends showed up, Travis pulled out the blicky and got to popping, which left one dead, and they tried to put him on trial and try to convict him of murder. He would have spent the rest of his life in prison if it wasn't for the facts coming out. And it's showing that he was not the aggressor, that he never abused this girl, put hands on her at all. And as a matter of fact, he was never in the wrong to begin with. You know, false accusations can lead somebody in a situation that you don't want to be in. A false accusation almost cost that man the rest of his life and cost another person their life. 2 lives was about to get ripped away from families off of a lie. And I agree wholeheartedly with Charlamagne's, because Charlamagne said about, you know, believe all women. We should never be at a point where we just believe all women or believe anything from anybody right off top without actually having any facts behind it. And it's gotten so bad that people are brainwashed in society to think that they're just supposed to believe somebody because they are the ones that are saying that they're the victim. When we clearly have enough cases of false accusations to now be in the realm of let's figure out what the fuck happened first before we form an opinion or try to label somebody or convict somebody or label them guilty in the public eye. I think that's the most common sense of it all. It's not the I believe this side or that side. It's let's sit the fuck back because we weren't involved and we don't know what the fuck happened, and let's wait for all the facts to come out. Now, I know I got on a little bit of tangent. We'll get back to that in a little bit. But the whole conversation had to do with sending people on dummy missions. When people lie, especially when it comes to women lying, because we have a different sense of urgency when a woman comes to us in need of help or distress. And especially the men that are quote unquote simps or motherfuckers that feel like they have to play Captain Save them will be the first to jump to the occasion to try to defend somebody regardless if they know it's the truth or not. And in this case, it's not that Melissa went to these guys and said, hey, Corey said this about me. Did you hear that? One of them heard it on their own and decided to take it upon themselves to spark this. And when the conversation came up, he mentioned it. This is what he had to say.
And it turned on him. And this is a football player. Professional.
Okay.
Big time football player.
Basically, it was self-defense.
Facts.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah.
Stand your ground.
I'm glad he beat that, man. Hey, man, look, man, people come to the rescue of the damsel in distress, but sometimes they don't handle things right. You know what I'm saying? Like This week on our show, we made a joke about Melissa Ford, and I felt like it was some guys over there from the other podcast. They act like they didn't like that. But I'm like, yo, we joking, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And on top of that, I mean, I did my research. Melissa Ford got her OnlyFans that's still up. You know what I'm saying? So we can't joke about a bro who got her OnlyFans. Some of these guys be caking.
I'm going to go to her shit tonight. What's the URL? I'm going to go to her shit tonight.
Right, that monkey in the streets, dog.
But
the point I'm trying to make with it is, if a dude, like, we had this, we going to protect women we know, but we definitely need to find out what's happening. You can't get sent off. Like, if something happened, like your sister get into it with her husband and it turned into a fight, you still need to find out what's happening before whatever you do. And I think a lot of guys just be getting them little fake blank missions to go on because that's what they own anyway. And look what happened. Dude was ready for their ass, right?
Now, yeah, their volume was super low on that show, by the way. So hopefully y'all heard that in full context. But either way, he kind of said in that moment, you know, also while making a joke about her OnlyFans and that monkey being in the streets, you got to understand that, you know, even though he does say a lot of things that may be real or may be factual to other people, you got to understand he's a comedian, and a lot of the things that he says are going to come off as jokes. And he also needs to understand that not everybody is going to just look at him like a comedian, and people are going to take what he says for what it is because of the fact that the 5150 fan base is so broad and so big to the point where you'll have these people showing up in comments or showing up in different places saying things to people that Corey said, and them being like, yo, what the fuck is this? Why are these niggas coming here talking about 5150 this and this is when Corey said this? It's not going to come off as a joke because motherfuckers will be hounding you from the shit. So it's going to be interesting to see how this type of thing unfolds as we get, you know, more into it in different aspects. But as far as the jokes go and, you know, the whole DC thing, I don't find that to be disrespectful. I think if anything, it would have probably made someone like DC laugh, just because he understands as a comic where certain people are coming from. And also, some people don't just like to be sad. You know, it's hard to transition from sadness to, you know, happiness. And when you're doing something like the 5150 show, I'm assuming that this was a way to get back to the laughs, or to get back into a upward mood instead of staying downward, and kind of just skipping over the fact that he gave, you know, he said something real before he got to the jokes, like, you know, sending his condolences and, you know, letting them know that, yo, when everything died down and when everything is smoothed out, he gonna call him and talk to him. As an OG, I respect that. And I think, you know, hearing that from a human standpoint, you got to respect that too, you know, joke aside. So shout out to that. Shout out to DC. And we still, you know, praying for the young man, and, you know, hoping that everything is good with him and his family, and that they get through this tragedy. Now, moving forward, I don't know if y'all saw this, but I seen Gunplay, you know, after all the DJ Envy shit happened, I seen that Gunplay started getting a little flack. You know, Rick Ross had his car show, and then right after the car show, Gunplay posted a video of him going up into Ross's room. I don't even want to play the video because I think it might get us flagged, because I don't think YouTube can differentiate titties. And Rick Ross had his shirt off and was laying in the bed, so I don't want to cause any friction online. I don't want this stream to get blocked, so we just gonna describe what happened. Ross was laying in the bed, and Gunplay walked up and had a present for him, which was, as you can see down here, a diamond chain that said animal shelter on it or some shit like that. I don't know what, but he gave him a bust down Cuban with a nice pendant on it, and everybody kind of raised an eyebrow, because they're like, hold up, weren't you just doing a GoFundMe a few weeks back for your daughter, or a couple months back for your daughter? Why are you buying this man, and especially this rich man, a chain that he can afford 10, 20 times over? What are you doing? Now, valid questions, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people donated to that GoFundMe. And not only that, but here's another thing. I hate to expose this, but it's not really exposing anything, because it was something that they said during the Envy thing. When Envy made his comments about the GoFundMe and how they responded, you know, they put out a video of the phone call between Envy and Gunplay. I'll slap the shit out you and all this other shit. But Gunplay's wife also went to Instagram to let it be known that Ross paid for everything. Once Ross found out about the GoFundMe, he paid for everything. This is what his wife said. So then it kind of raised the question of, well, if you guys set up a GoFundMe for the purpose of paying for these medical bills for your daughter and for her procedure, where did that money go if Ross ended up actually paying for it himself out of his pocket? So if Ross paid for everything, the medical bills and everything, and so she said even more, she said pay for that and more, what happened to that GoFundMe money? What happened to it? Now, I'm not expecting somebody like Gunplay to really read the room in that sense, or to really understand that that's kind of something that comes into play and may be a reason why people are asking for that money back, not just because they see that chain. But listen to his response. Let me see what y'all think, because with the people that's asking for their money back, they have valid reason to ask for that back if they're seeing certain things happening on the internet, especially after somebody asked for people to donate them money. Watch this.
Single one of you assholes and
Richard
that went to GoFundMe and donated and went and get a motherfucking refund, you never gave it with your heart. you a piece of shit.
Oh God.
You'll die that way.
Richard.
For real.
I didn't even know you could do refunds on GoFundMe. That's
But
crazy.
in 90 days, people that see me give my brother a gift, they automatically want to say that I bought that with GoFundMe money. Had to pay that back. So now, if you really want to be for real, my if a nigga spunt out on the chain, how the they got it right back instantly with no pressure.
Right.
If that's what you want your back, here, take it.
Right.
So all you niggas and ass out there, you never gave it from your heart, and you gonna die a piece of shit.
Wow.
It was literally everything. Like after we went out to eat,
everything a nigga do
we built the
was
thing.
GoFundMe.
That's crazy.
$30,000 from $50,000 on GoFundMe. Don't even pay somebody's rent entire year.
From the 30, guess how much we really get?
How much?
15.
Dang, they take half of it?
After Envy said what he said, we had trolls go to GoFundMe and try to
Right.
report the GoFundMe page.
Right.
And I had to actually print out every like itemized bill to show that the money went to my daughter.
Now, she tried to say that because of what DJ Envy did, trolls went to their GoFundMe to report it. Honestly, I don't actually believe that. I think that after your response, because I don't think anyone took what DJ Envy said in that moment as anything disrespectful towards Gunplay. Didn't nobody even think about it until Gunplay and you said that you had a problem with it, speaking about young Gunplay and his wife. Because DJ Envy didn't say anything disrespectful or anything bad. As a matter of fact, he said Gunplay was a friend of the show. And as a matter of fact, he was saying if I was Rick Ross, I wouldn't even allow someone like Gunplay to post a GoFundMe. I'd take care of it myself. Now, I think that after they decided to post the video of them saying whatever they said to Envy and posting about posting about whatever DJ Envy said is what got the trolls to go to their GoFundMe and report it or say whatever the fuck they said. But also, if you had to pay people back from the GoFundMe, it's obviously because you know that you didn't necessarily need that money on the GoFundMe to pay for what you needed to pay for, because it was already taken care of. It makes me wonder when Ross actually paid for everything. Because if I put up a GoFundMe, right, and when they reported about it and said that there was a GoFundMe up, and when Rick Ross found out about it and decided to pay for everything, was it early on? Was it right after the GoFundMe started? Was it a couple days? Was it longer than that? When did Rick Ross find out about the GoFundMe and decide to pay for everything? Because if that was the case and you continue to accept GoFundMes or still had the GoFundMe up to accept money after everything got paid for, then it looks even worse. Because y'all talking about some things that is valid. It's valid questions from people that donated. You don't know if that, you saying they didn't donate from their heart because they're asking for it back. Maybe they're asking for it back because they did donate from their heart and felt betrayed because they had a heart to donate to a cause for your child. I would feel slighted too. I would be like, hold up. If these niggas put up a GoFundMe, why are they out getting 5-star meals? Why is this dude wearing bust down chains? Why is he buying Rick Ross some shit that Ross don't need? Ross was giving away expensive ass chains for his car show. That nigga could have bought 17,000 other chains that this nigga Gunplay brought him. But for some reason, niggas think that that's like some type of badge of honor in the streets or in this industry. I don't know. But it's valid. And to try to go off on niggas and try to be like, fuck you and you ain't do this shit and you ain't do that. I think that in itself is a immature thing to do. And to the people that use their money, their hard-earned money, or wherever they got it from, to donate to you and your child, you should be a little bit more empathetic, just like they were for you in your situation. but that's just me. Now, speaking of empathy and the lack thereof, I ran across this today. This is going to be one of the last things I speak about today. Now, this young lady right here, I don't know if you've seen this, but this young lady is sitting in the hospital with a police body cam on her right after she got into a horrible car accident, driving drunk, totaled her car, and killed 2 people. All right, let me say that one more time. This girl got behind the wheel, drunk, crashed her car, totaled it, and killed 2 people in the process. This is what happened afterwards while she was talking to the police about what happened.
Oh, hey, you never answered me about my car. Like, I have school tomorrow, so how do I get my car for tomorrow?
Well, your car is totaled.
It's what?
Your car is totaled.
Totaled?
Wrecked.
Okay, so how do I get it to your school?
You don't.
So, I don't go to school tomorrow, is what you're telling me?
No, ma'am. You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail. You don't have a bond. You killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond. You are not getting out of jail. Your car is property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless with that, clearly. I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2 people. That's what's going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not getting your car out of impound.
Can I have a Tuesday?
Dear Lord.
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you hear when I said that
I'm going to jail tomorrow.
You're going to jail when we're down here?
Yes.
Did you understand what I told that you killed 2 people tonight?
Yes. So I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
Okay, we're done.
Listen.
You're all on body camera being completely careless about killing 2 people tonight. You could care less. That's sad and pathetic and horrible all at the same time.
Can you say that as a cop?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, so can I ask when I can go back to school?
Bruh. When I tell you I was flabbergasted. I don't even use that word. I was flabbergasted. Somebody spell that in the chat right now. I was flabbergasted. This evil, weird, incomprehensible bitch is sitting here asking when she can go to school or go back to school after she just got done killing 2 people. If I was the judge, yeah, she got 14 years. If I was the judge and I saw this video, there's no way you're getting out. There's no way you're getting. I'm not putting an end date on your prison sentence. You're in there for life. There's no way you can hit the streets again. This is somebody who, and I saw my guy say something very, very, very important right here. Somebody was like, I just don't understand. I have been frat party wasted and sobered up when I lost my phone. I got an Uber and did the whole find my phone thing on my laptop to find it. How does one not sober up after vehicular homicide ×2? It's a much bigger issue in comparison. And this guy said, I honestly don't think the alcohol is the issue here. Either she's an actual sociopath or she's disassociating following a traumatic event. And it actually made me think about it because, I mean, this is the only thing that does make sense. Because it can't be the alcohol. She's comprehending specific parts of his sentences and she's repeating back specific parts of that man's sentence. So it's not that she's too drunk. And then you think about disassociating yourself from the situation due to trauma. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how this motherfucker made it through life this far. Being this fucking dumb. But 14 years? That's all? 14 years? Oh my God. I watched this video and I couldn't even think straight really when I was talking about it. But this just goes to show you that a lot of people out here, and that's one thing, you know, I always talk about this too. You can talk about people being safe drivers. Everybody in here could probably say that they're a good driver or whatever. But you can never judge somebody else on the road. You can never judge how somebody else is driving. You can be the most defensive, avoiding ass nigga on the road and be the best breaker, goer, turner, swerver, whatever you want to be. You can be fast and furious in this bitch. You can be Dominic Toretto if all I give a fuck. You cannot stop somebody from fucking you up if they are behind the wheel, either drunk or don't know how to fucking drive. These type of people need to stay off the road. I honestly feel like there needs to be a common sense test that goes along with driving. And I know a lot of people like, yeah, there are tests that tell you certain things about traffic and stoplights and how. No, common sense. I'm not talking about textbook things you got to learn about stoplights and stop signs and what this sign means and how far you got to park away from a fire hydrant. Bitch, you need to have common sense to drive a goddamn car. Ain't no way a lot of you niggas out here pass the driver's test just based off of driving, because all these niggas is fucking up on the road. Ain't no way. There must be a common sense test that people have to pass with flying colors. You got to get 100%, or you got to keep taking that shit. And all the questions continue to change. How often do you like to party? What type of drugs do you do? We're not gonna ask if you do drugs or not, because people can just say yes or no. No, we already skipped past that. We know we just gonna assume you do drugs. What type of drugs do you like? All right, let's move to the road portion. When you are driving behind somebody and you see their brake lights come on, what do? Do you slow down, or do you swerve out of the way, or do you keep your fucking foot on the gas pedal? How about when you are in a 3-lane highway and there's one person on the right lane and you on the left lane, the middle lane's open, and you see a motherfucker turning and starting to swerve over? Do you go too? Do you start moving over as well? Do you stay in the lane and wait for the motherfucker to go past for you to get over? Common sense questions. A lot of the things that actually do happen on the road. When you are merging onto the highway, do you speed up? Now, this is a question that they do ask people on the test, but they ask it wrong. When you are coming off and merging into the highway, do you speed up into traffic, or do you slow down and stop and wait for everybody to pass by? Do you want to know what people actually do after getting their license and being able to drive on the goddamn road? They slow the fuck down, they stop, and they fucking wait, even though there's a lane that helps you merge into the, you know what? Let me just stop. I have a small case of road rage. Excuse me. All right. I don't mean to put this on y'all. I don't mean to bring you into my world, but I hate Minnesota. These niggas drive like some stupid idiots. I hate it every single day. It's every day. If I could just take my cell phone, press record, put it on the dash, and drive from my house to downtown and back, it will frustrate the shit out of you. Common sense question. What do you do when you're in the fast lane going the speed limit and there's somebody behind you riding your ass? Do you stay in the fucking fast lane, or do you fucking get in the other lane for the slow niggas? Dumb motherfuckers in Minnesota. I'm going to stay in the left lane because I feel like just because you want to go faster doesn't mean I have to move over, and I am entitled to go the speed limit. I'm not breaking any laws. Why do I have to get over for you? Shut your ass up, Tom. Get the fuck over in the slow lane and you stay your bitch ass there. And fix that patch in the back, nigga. It pisses me off, man. Drivers like that piss me off. Let me just say this too. Dummies. Brake check they ass. See, now look, I got a story about that real quick before we get out of here. Let me tell you a quick story about a brake check. A brake check that almost turned deadly. This happened. This really happened. And it was on a Karen mission, a male Karen mission. Let me tell you something. We was young cats, man. We was trying to go to a party. Dinkytown is the spot where everybody go to college. So we like, yo, we had a homie that had a house right on campus. Niggas was having parties every week. So it's Saturday. Hey, niggas finna have a party. Pull up. All right. So we 15 minutes away. We finna go kick it. We finna go party with everybody. We pack the car up. Let's go. We getting off the highway, right? So from where I live to where the campus is about 15, 20 minutes away. We got to get on the main highway that goes straight from where I live all the way downtown, right? We getting off the exit, and as we getting off the exit, there's this car in front of us, right? It's a car with these white dudes, and it's like 3 white dudes in there or whatever. They are in the fast lane going slow. Now, I'm with my Asian homeboy who's driving. And I'm not being racist like most Asian niggas. He's a reckless driver, right? All right, so he is driving up behind this guy, but he's doing we kind of speeding up and letting your ass know, get the fuck out of the fast lane. It's 60 on this highway. You going 55, bitch, get over. Now, all he's doing is like, speeding up a little bit and slowing down. Speeding up a little bit, slowing down. Like, nigga, move the fuck over. This man tried to brake check us, right? But just like the Fast and Furious, my nigga swerved out the way quick as hell. Like, we would have hit him. We would have rear-ended this guy. Pause. But my guy hit him with the do and hit the swerve quick as hell, and we got past him and shit. We like, what the fuck? So then he starts speeding up next to us. This nigga got bold. He started speeding up next to us, right? So my homie in the backseat took a Sprite can, crushed it up, threw it out the car at him. Boom, hit the side of his car. So now we just zooming down the highway. Now we in a chase. They pursuing us, right? So it's all right. Now we into it. They brake checked us. We almost rear-ended them. We threw some shit at them. Now we on a chase. They following us, right? So we speeding. We trying to get down to Minneapolis. It's a car full of us, a car full of them. Now, how I knew these niggas was some bitches was because as we driving away, we see a state trooper on the far right lane when we about to hit the exit. These niggas start flashing their lights. This is an international sign of help. We need help. Please, police, help us. You see the flashing lights? Help us, please. I'm like, you bitch ass niggas is chasing us just to call the police. So now we know that we might have the police on our ass because they trying to flag the police. We thought they was chasing us for a fight, but really they was chasing us down because they wanted to know where we was going to end up so they can call the police. Now, we pull up to where we supposed to get to. They still behind us. We called a homie who's having the party like, yo, we got these niggas following us. Hey, come outside. It's time to fight. We about to fight. We pull up to the house. As soon as we pull up to the house, the whole party comes walking out the crib. So it's like 30 niggas. This is the beginning of the party. The party ain't even officially started. It's just people that's there getting, the music going and shit. This wasn't even the party. 20 niggas come walking out the house. So the car comes driving around past us. My Asian homeboy get out the car. He grabbed a bat and they start driving past us. We all standing there waiting for him and shit. They start driving past. My homeboy tapped their window like, what up? And then they sped off, right? That's what happened. God's my witness. That's what happened. Swear to God, on my life, on my granddaddy, God rest his soul. That's exactly what happened. Niggas came outside. We got out. They drove off. That was it. Right? This is where it went downhill. We went into the party. We chilling. We about to roll up. Oh, yeah, let's roll up, nigga. We not even thinking about what just happened. We told everybody what happened on the way, and then after that, it was that. My homeboy said, oh, man, let me go to the car. Let me go grab my other jar or whatever. Cool. He walk outside. My other homie walk outside with him. Next thing you know, we see a bunch of cherries. And we like, what the fuck is going on? So walk over. We walk to the door like, what the fuck going on? We open the door. We look outside. The police standing there got my homeboys with their hands up like this. Everybody got guns drawn on them. And we like, what the fuck? So he's like, turn around, get down on the ground. So my Asian homeboy turned around, put his hands on the back of his head and got down on his knees, right? The first cop ran full speed and kneed this nigga in the back of his shit and slammed him. I said, yo. So as soon as I said yo and was trying to get through the door, here come big old white fat Albert cop coming up the stairs. Oh no, wait, get your ass, get back. No, you can't get. What? I can't step outside. So I'm going at it with the cop in front of me. My nigga's getting abused outside on the grass. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on. Long story short, the bitch ass nigga that followed us all the way to the crib called the police and said we all had guns and we was threatening to shoot him on the highway. Sounds about white. Sounds about white. Not only did the man lie about us having guns, the police ended up searching my guy's car, to which they found 96 grams. 96 grams of the sweetest chiba that you'll ever smoke in a jar. And they made him dump it out, all of it. They made, no. This is the saddest part of the story right here. This is the saddest part. I hope nobody sheds a tear. But 96 grams, they made him dump out into the mud while it was raining. Wasn't no getting that shit back. Made him stomp on it too. Nigga, when I tell you how cops are pieces of shit and vindictive and petty, they made this nigga dump it all out and just start stomping on it in the mud, bro. And they just sitting there smiling, giggling. And we just in the house looking distraught, like we just watching the dead body just get rolled over into the mud. We was sitting there like, oh my God. What's that Kevin Hart meme where he just like this? We wasn't ready. 96 grams to a bunch of 19-year-olds was like literally losing a pound. It sucked. It really did suck. So fuck Minneapolis police. Y'all always been on bullshit forever. I never liked you niggas. Y'all some bitches. The fat motherfucker that tried to threaten me for walking outside, guess what? If I would have known better back then, I would have fucking pushed for a goddamn lawsuit, bitch. I would have took your ass for everything that you had because you threatened a nigga inside his crib when it wasn't even happening on the crib. Y'all was in the street. Everything that was happening on the street. It wasn't happening on the house or in the front lawn. It wasn't happening on the porch. They just knew that we knew them, so they sent the police officer to block us into the house so we wouldn't go outside to either record it with our phones or to intervene or to watch what they were trying to do to these niggas. Most crooked shit ever. Fuck Minneapolis police. Y'all are trash. Trash. And I'm glad they burnt down that precinct. That's the motherfuckers that try to talk about everything that happened back in 2020, 2021 when they watched the precinct burn down. Y'all don't understand. That was a long time coming. That should have happened way before George Floyd. Everybody has a story about their precinct doing some dirty, crooked ass shit. Every single police precinct around America need to be burnt the fuck down if it was up to me. That shit was minor on the scale of the type of things that they did. Minor. They could have shot my niggas just based off of the information that they had from a fuck nigga that was scared to get his ass beat. Think about that. Fuck the police. Now, that was my little story. I got a lot of stories, man. I got a lot of stories. A lot of stories. I got to get back to doing the GMS story time. I used to do that, but I got to get back to it. I usually do it on the weekends, but I got a lot of stories, man. I'm going to be telling them on this platform way more. But for now, we just going to call it a great show. And I'm going to say I appreciate every single one of y'all that pulled up today as usual. So make sure you do me a big favor. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody else. Hit the Cash App today if you're feeling generous. I most appreciate it. GMS fam, the green room. Make sure you tap into the comments section of this video when the live is over. Let me know what you thought of today's show. I most appreciate it. Smoke something if you got it. I know you do. I know you do. Hey, I'm be going to Denver this week, man. I'm leaving to go to Denver, Colorado this Thursday with the family. We're going to be out there celebrating the wifey's birthday. So, if y'all want to do something special for the wifey for her birthday, y'all can hit me or send some love on the Cash App, and I'll make sure that we do something dope with whatever it is that you decide to do. So, send out your happy birthdays and all that shit. Her birthday's not till Friday, just to let y'all know. But we are going to Denver this week, man. So if you want to show some love, that's how you can do it, man. Shout out to y'all, man. GMS fam, one love. Smoke something. Denver might win the chip, man. Denver might win the chip. Hey, Avenue P, that's right. I'm going to be in your neck of the woods this week, man. I'm definitely going to hit your line, brother. I'm going to hit your line, man. Hit me on the socials, man. Send me your info. I'll hit you when I get out there, bro. For sure. If I got any other GMS fam out in Denver, let me know. Let's link up. Let's smoke some. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to roll something up. As you notice, I don't really smoke on the show no more. You know, I'm trying to make this so that people can watch this wherever. You know, I don't want to be able to make myself stagnant just because I want to smoke. The weed ain't going to go nowhere. I'm going to just smoke it before or after the show, you know. Yeah. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the support. He said 2 Reggie joints. Get out of here, see. Y'all niggas stupid, man. Hey, it's all love, baby. I'm going to see y'all soon. GMS fam, the green room. It's been a dope day, dope show. We'll catch y'all later this week, man. We out.